Yesterday you stayed at that streetlights, emit a tiny whistle if you stand still long enough. The ceramic mug on the counter has a hair-thin crack shaped like a sharp lightning bolt. A four wrapper bounces twice against the rusty storm grate by the curve. The magnetic lock on the side door clicks 4 seconds late today.
My optic visor auto dims to 30%. Your thumb leaves a smudged oval on the smooth glass edge. We accumulate these quiet micro moments,
watching the low voltage evening softly bleed away. These are the microscopic signals in the room, traces of airborne pollen floating through neon bloom. You notice the pitch shift in the air, scrubbers humming. I notice the rhythm of your knuckles gently drumming. Nothing is big enough to alter our trajectory today, just small observations taking up our space anyway.
The windowsill fern drops 2 dry brown needles onto the synthetic oak. A delivery runner hums 3 pitches higher over the balcony wire. Your left lace trails 3 inches longer than the right one. The shadow of the prism cube bends across the floor like a blue ribbon.
Condensation rings evaporate into faint chalky circles. The power cell meter drops from 12 to 11 in silence.
A stray blue thread pulls loose from my woven sleeve.
None of these details mean a thing, yet they are all I believe. These are the microscopic signals in the room, traces of airborne pollen floating through neon bloom. You notice the pitch shift in the air, scrubbers humming. I notice the rhythm of your knuckles gently drumming. Nothing is big enough to alter our trajectory today, just small observations taking up our space anyway. You said the streetlights whistle in the dark. I listen close and hear it now. A hairline crack upon the cup, a late door latch, a rising pitch, every little unnoticed glitch. Stiff jack cord weave pulls at my dry skin, a threadbare corner of this vintage sleeve. The friction sparks a rush of dust and tin, and suddenly I am forced to leave. The quiet living room fades out to blue, replaced by glowing glass and rainy street. Back to the midnight when I stood with you beside the maglev platform's hum and heat.
You wore that oversized indigo coat,
drenched in the glare of the optic sign.
a laugh caught somewhere in your throat.
Your cold hand tangling into mine, and the world rewinds in a velvet rush, drown in the now in a neon blush. I can feel the weave of that damp lapel, trapped inside a sensory spell. 10 years dissolve in a single touch. I didn't think I'd miss the sting this much.
The ambient drone of the high-rise deck fills up the silence where I sit alone. I feel the rough collar against my neck, vivid as a signal on a forgotten phone.
We argued over where the line was drawn, spilling warm coffee on the woven hem, watching the sky turn to synthetic dawn before we became us
and then became them.
You tucked your fingers under my cuff,
trying to hold or slipping away.
We thought that pure intention was enough, neither with the bravery to stay. And the world rewinds in a velvet rush, drown in the now in a neon blush. I can feel the weave of that damp lapel, trapped inside a a single touch. I didn't think I'd miss the sting this much.
It only takes a coarse fiber thread
to pull the memory out of the dark.
Every unsaid sentence we ever said,
flaring back up like an arc weld spark.
The hologram adds
flicker in my eyes, your damp wool scent in the chilly air.
I open my hand and the hologram dies,
leaving me sitting in an empty chair. Just rough woven cloth against my palm, the sudden storm and the quiet calm. Fade out the blue light, shut off the track. A single texture brought it all back. Just rough cotton, just a memory rewind. 3:45 floats above the bed frame. A signed digital ghost projected on the plaster. I close my eyes and skip ahead 15 years to a house where the hallway never catches fire.
You are sleeping beside me with silver in your dark hair, the ocean breathing through the open balcony vent.
We aren't running from rent or rising water. We aren't watching the news feeds burn. In the quiet year we finally learned how to sit still and let the earth turn. Fast forward to the Silver Coast, where the air tastes like vapor and rain. We build a life out of small quiet things, and no one remembers our former names. Dapple sunlight on synthetic oak, 2039 in a haze of smoke. And I hold your hand in the future calm, where nothing hurts and nothing goes wrong.
I can see the kitchen with the solar kettle humming, two ceramic mugs warming on the polished stone. You walk in wearing an oversized sweater, laughing at how fast the balcony ivy has grown.
No sirens echoing across the harbor grid, just dust motes spinning in a shaft of quiet amber. We aren't running from rent or rising water. We aren't watching the news feeds burn. In that quiet year we finally learned how to sit still and let the earth turn. Fast forward to the Silver Coast, where the air tastes like vapor and rain. We build a life out of small quiet things, and no one remembers our former names. Dapple sunlight on synthetic oak, 2039 in a haze of smoke. And I hold your hand in the future calm, where nothing hurts and nothing goes wrong.
If I dream it hard enough tonight in this cramped room,
will the timeline bend toward that afternoon?
no panic in the pulse,
No fire in the bay, just you and me existing in a safer day. 3:45 in the present light. I reach for your shoulder in the dark tonight. See you on the Silver Coast. See you when the future wakes. See you on the Silver Coast. Just hold on until the morning breaks. Why does the blue glare linger on the glass long after the late shuttle drops into the dark? I count 3 stray photons swimming across my thumb, thinking about the synthetic rain from Tuesday.
or maybe it was last month.
When your clothes smelled like ozone and crushed almond milk, the hallway hums at 40 hertz or 42. I can never remember if the compressor is dying or if I am just hearing my own blood rushing past the interface implant. My feet are cold against the polymer tile, floating through 6 unread notifications about local weather anomalies. And the light shifts from violet to zinc, a quiet spill of thoughts I cannot catch before they dissolve. Threads of thought tangling in the ventilation grid. We are drifting through the rendered distance now, leaving soft impressions on the smart glass walls. Every memory is a rendered shadow, waiting for the sun to move. And I am holding on to static like it's something soft, listening to the city breathe through optic wires, wondering if you still leave your baseline open for me.
A half-eaten protein bar on the counter, glowing slightly under the counter lit LEDs.
Did you mean to say my name, or was that just the autocomplete echoing through your earbuds?
I press my palm against the cool stainless steel, watching the heat map fade from red to pale gray.
Outside, 3 delivery drones swarm around the tower like giant metallic dragonflies. I should sleep, but my eyes keep tracking the flight path of a lost satellite flare. And the light shifts from violet to zinc, a quiet spill of thoughts I cannot catch before they dissolve. Threads of thought tangling in the ventilation grid. We are drifting through the rendered distance now, leaving soft impressions on the smart glass walls. Every memory is a rendered shadow, waiting for the sun to move. And I am holding on to static like it's something soft, listening to the city breathe through optic wires, wondering if you still leave your baseline open for me. Is it real if the sensor doesn't record the warmth? Is it mine if I only remember the refraction? 100,000 micro thoughts collapsing at once like paper lanterns, falling into liquid nitrogen, shattering into silent light. Silent light, just silent light. Why does the glare linger? It doesn't matter anymore. The shuttle is gone, the room is blue. I shut down the display and listen to the floorboard settle, still breathing in time with the grid. The solid oak chair settles deep into hardwood, a heavy wooden anchor in this quiet room. I sit where you sat when the world felt too heavy, before you had words for the shadows that bloom.
You held all your terror in tight little knuckles,
Afraid if you move, the whole ceiling would fall. You don't need to hold up the sky anymore. The floor isn't giving away. The blue glare you feared at the edge of the door is only the coming of day. Listen to me across 12 winter seasons. You don't have to carry the quiet alone. The panic you swallowed had dozens of reasons, but none of them carved you in stone. You made it through every cold phantom night. I'm living the future you saved in the light.
you counted your pulse till the glass on the window was fogged with the heat of your terrified breath.
You thought every silence was bearing a secret, and every wrong answer was sudden and deaf.
I wish I could reach through the glow of the screen and pull back the shoulders that hunched in the dark.
You don't need to hold up the sky anymore. The floor isn't giving away. The blue glow you feared at the edge of the door is only the coming of day. Listen to me. Across 12 winter seasons, you don't have to carry the quiet alone. The panic you swallowed had dozens of reasons, but none of them carved you in stone. You made it through every cold phantom night. I'm living the future you saved in the light. Put down the ghost of the girl in the mirror. She isn't the verdict, she's only the start. The modern horizon gets wider and clearer, and softness is taking the place of your heart. It is safe to lean back in the cushion. It is safe to stop holding your breath. The chair holds my weight now. You can let go now. The chair holds my weight. I am safe in tomorrow. Chlorophyll green neon pools along the platform edge, casting emerald ribbons across your boots. You ask if the north line is still delayed.
Setting down a paper cup that breathes faint vapor, I tell you the signals have been flickering all night.
And you're not like you expected, nothing else. The overhead display shifts to pale indigo, drowning out the shadows between our knees.
You lean against the frosted glass divider
And say sometimes you travel just to lose a name. We are two shadows suspended in atmospheric glow, exchanging small truths before the rapid transit arrives. You do not ask who I am, I do not ask where you go. Just two temporary voices under high voltage skies. In this synthetic evening, we let the quiet grow, trading heavy silence for simple late night replies.
Prismatic turquoise reflects off the wet tile, painting your knuckles in cold shimmer. You mention a coastal city you left last summer, where the air always tasted like
Crushed pine. I tell you, I have never seen the ocean after midnight. You smile and say it looks like glowing graphite. The automated chimes hum through the turnstiles, drowning out the shadows between our knees.
You glance at the clock,
Counting down in amber, and say the best places are the ones you pass through. We are two shadows suspended in atmospheric glow, exchanging small truths before the rapid transit arrives. You do not ask who I am, I do not ask where you go. Just two temporary voices under high voltage skies. In the synthetic evening, we let the quiet grow, trading heavy silence for simple late night
track begins to hum beneath the fiberglass deck.
A low beam sweeps through the terminal archway.
You adjust your shoulder strap and turn to face me.
If you ever reach that coast, look at the water from me.
I tell you I will,
but we will never meet again.
The doors slide open with a rush of
pressurized air. Sunlight fades into the rushing tunnel. Your seat across from me stays vacant. Just a faint ring of moisture on the bench. Chlorophyll, green neon fading into black. A stranger in the blue hour gone ahead. A forgotten phrase snaps the quiet, rippling through the soundproof glass. Below the skyway, Mac trains glide in suspended ribbons of indigo fast. Your jacket sleeve reflects the neon grid, a silver smudge against the velvet bench. We watch the city breathe in code, holding back what we meant to express. Dust motes suspended in projected light, the hum of the concourse fading away. You turn your phone screen face down, searching for words we forgot how to say. We are swimming through a widescreen dream, rendered in lavender and electric blue. Every slow motion frame is a quiet scene, holding the space between me and you. Let the high rises blur into soft focus now, as the ambient sense starts to overflow. We don't need a script to figure out how to let the rest of the world go.
The optic billboards flicker overhead, casting prismatic shadows across the floor. You draw a circle in the condensation, tracing the outline of an open door. Your breath catches near the edge of the glass,
a tiny fog where the glow bleeds through.
The city clock clicks to 3:15, and every satellite aligns with you.
Dust motes suspended in projected light, the hum of the concourse fading away. You turn your phone screen face down, searching for words we forgot how to say. We are swimming through a widescreen dream, rendered in lavender and electric blue. Every slow motion frame is a quiet scene, holding the space between me and you. Let the high rises blur into soft focus now, as the ambient sense starts to overflow. We don't need a script to figure out how to let the rest of the world go. Lens flare catches on your silver ring.
Time slows down like a cinematic shot.
The bass tone vibrates through the floorboards, anchoring us right here on this spot.
No dialogue needed for this sequence to hold, just the swell of strings in the atmosphere.
As the digital skyline turns to gold, everything uncertain disappears right here. Soft light washing over empty seats, camera pans out to the endless street. Just the quiet hum and the ambient beat fade to blue, fade to blue. Cadmium violet bleeds through the canopy overhead, staining the wet basalt a soft shade of bruised plum. You lean against the charger column with a damp jacket, watching the automated transit sign flicker and go numb.
The light here makes everyone look synthetic, you say, setting down a paper cup that leaves two dark rings.
I shift my boots in the wet glow and nod back, listening to the strange clarity a midnight stranger brings. A low hum vibrates from the mag track floor, echoes floating out toward the empty shoreline shore. We don't share a name or a destination code, just two silhouettes waiting on a single road. And we talk like we've known each other forever, under the neon wash of a city that never sleeps. You tell me about a town you left behind in April, and I tell you a secret that my memory keeps. Dream pop reverbs drifting into hazy blue, two strangers speaking light until the sky comes through.
Do you think the forecast algorithms lie? You ask, tapping one fingernail against the acrylic rail. The glow turns a bruised periwinkle, shifting slow, illuminating tiny water drops on your woven veil. I tell you I stopped checking 3 months ago. It's easier to just feel the air when it turns cold. You laugh, a quiet sound cutting through the ambient bass, and tell me the sweetest stories are the ones untold.
The hum gets louder from the mag track floor, shadows stretching out across the shelter door. We don't share a name or a destination code, just two silhouettes waiting on a single road. And we talk like we've known each other forever, under the neon wash of a city that never sleeps. You tell me about a town you left behind in April, and I tell you a secret that my memory keeps. Dream pop reverbs drifting into hazy blue, two strangers speaking light until the sky comes through. The signal turns to emerald, a flash across our knees, a quiet invitation lost inside the winter breeze. You stand up, brushing frost from your coat sleeve. We spend 20 minutes learning how to just believe. Cadmium violet fading into gray. Your line slides in, you wave and step away. No names exchanged, no numbers on a screen, just the brightest hue I've ever seen. Just the brightest hue in periwinkle blue. Yesterday you said the ocean smelled like burnt sugar and wet slate. I kept that sentence on my shelf beside a cracked ceramic plate. A green light pulses on the wall, your charger breathing in the dark. A single hair clip in the hall, a faded velvet subway mark. These tiny pieces stay behind like dust suspended in the beam. Press my forehead to the blinds and watch the silent city steam. There is a list inside my mind of everything you left untied. The silver wrapper on the rug, the lukewarm tea inside the mug, the song that Luke plays in the hall, the blue shade cast across the wall. It does not mean you are coming back, it is just the details on the track.
You left your jacket on the chair, the zipper stuck at 3:30. A dried water stain right over there where water spilled from yesterday's tea.
The smart glass pane has turned to gray, a muted filter on the sky.
I count 3 sparrows turn away and wonder how they learn to fly.
These tiny pieces stay behind, like dust suspended in the beam. I press my forehead to the blinds and watch the silent city steam. There is a list inside my mind of everything you left untied. The silver wrapper on the rug, the lukewarm tea inside the mug, the song that Lou plays in the hall, the blue shade cast across the wall. It does not mean you are coming back, it is just the details on the track. A tiny chip upon the key, the smell of rain against the screen, the quiet hum of ambient haze, the endless shift of blurry days. You spoke those words and walked away, leaving the quiet here to stay. Burnt sugar and wet slate, a cracked ceramic plate, the green light blinks along, the list goes on and on. Still on the track, still on the track. Frayed waffle knit catches on my skin, a loose thread pulled from 3 Octobers back, the weight of your jacket on my shoulders in the wind, before the neon dimmed along the track.
I rub the coarse weave against my thumb,
and suddenly the present goes completely numb.
the light bends sideways through the haze,
a holographic drift of warmer days. I can feel the salt spray on the glass, watching every second try to pass. Take me back to the edge of the overlooked pier, where the rain tasted sweet and the sky was clear. We were breathing in the static, holding on tight, drowned in the shimmer of the coastal light. One snack bread and the whole world splits, replaying every single piece that fits.
The fabric holds the echo of your sleeve, a tactile ghost I didn't want to leave.
You laughed into the collar while the sea bus turned, before the blue lit signals ever burned. My fingertips remember what my mind forgot, tied together in a single frayed knot.
The light bends sideways through the haze,
a holographic drift of warmer days. I can feel the salt spray on the glass, watching every second try to pass. Take me back to the edge of the overlooked pier, where the rain tasted sweet and the sky was clear. We were breathing in the static, holding on tight, drowned in the shimmer of the coastal light. One snack bread and the whole world splits, replaying every single piece that fits. Sensory rewinds on an unpaved road, carrying a heavy, impossible load. The fiber remembers what the digital lost, counting up the miles and the total cost. I trace the seam, I close my eyes,
underneath those synthetic skies.
take me back to the edge of the overlooked pier, where the rain tasted sweet and the sky was clear. We were breathing in the static, holding on tight, drowned in the shimmer of the coastal light. One snack bread and the whole world splits, replaying every single piece that fits.
Frayed waffle knit beneath my hand,
We were standing on the salt white sand,
just a tactile spark in the quiet room,
fading back out into the vibe. 0412 pulses softly in translucent neon, hovering above the glass sill while the city slumbers. I close my eyes and fast forward 7 summers, tracing a kitchen we haven't even rented yet.
You were standing by the copper sink in quiet blue, pouring coffee from a kettle that is brand new.
And all the unresolved noise of 24 fades into the floorboards of that distant room. I can hear the low tide through the sliding door, chasing away the temporary gloom. We are living inside the projection, walking through the light of a future June. No more searching for a lost direction, just the amber glow of a suburban moon. I can feel your woven sleeve against my skin, years before the actual days begin.
The magnetic shuttle hums along the lower bay, carrying the evening crowd home at 7:30. In this imagined timeline, we made it through the dirty, scratched up winters and every delayed train. You turn around with tiny lines around your eyes, holding up 2 passes for the midnight skies.
And all the heavy static of these present years dissolves into the simple way you say my name. Every heavy doubt we carried finally clears, leaving nothing left to tame. We are living inside the projection, walking through the light of a future June. No more searching for a lost direction, just the amber glow of a suburban moon. I can feel your woven sleeve against my skin, years before the actual days begin.
Maybe it is reckless to build a house out of air, to count the old planks on a floor that isn't there.
But when the current room grows cold and hours stall, this future with you keeps me standing tall. I can almost touch the painted door, I can almost feel the wooden floor. 0412 blinks slow against the dark, a quiet glow, a tiny spark. Just 7 summers down the line, your hand resting inside mine, waiting for that peaceful June underneath the same suburban moon. A dented brass keycap balances on the formica edge. I poke it with my thumb, watching it tilt without falling.
You left your synth-wool jacket hanging by the hall sensor, and the ambient wall glow turns your empty chair cobalt.
I keep telling myself I don't care where you went tonight. My pulse is just a quiet hum against the laminate table.
If I sweep this tiny piece of metal onto the floor, will the silence feel a little less heavy?
Or will I just be reaching down into the dark again, looking for a reason to call your phone? I'm swimming in a room full of underwater light, counting every breath until the ceiling turns to gray. We built a whole city out of soft focus promises. Now I'm standing in the static while it washes away.
Don't tell me we were meant to
burn out this slow. I am floating in the echo of what I didn't know.
The keycap falls flat with a sound like a single drop of rain. It sits cold and silver, tinged beneath my knuckles. I traced the worn letter engraved across his face, the key you pressed whenever you wanted to save a draft.
Did you save us, or did you just close the window?
The apartment lights
Dim down automatically at 2.
If I pick this tiny piece of metal back up today, will my fingers remember how to hold your hand?
Or am I just holding dead weight in an empty flat, trying to pretend I still understand? I'm swimming in a room full of underwater light, counting every breath until the ceiling turns to gray. We built a whole city out of soft focused promises. Now I'm standing in the static while it washes away.
Don't tell me we were meant to
Burn out this slow. I am floating in the echo of what I didn't know.
There's no storm outside, just the steady hum of the district fans.
My thoughts loop like an unrendered sequence in my head.
I could pack a bag or I could sleep right here on the carpet.
It's strange how a 3-gram object can anchor an entire room. It's strange how much space you leave behind when you walk out. Just a keycap on the table, just the cobalt light turning into slate. I close my eyes before the sunrise algorithm kicks in, floating in the underwater light. I let it slide off the edge. A retrofitted trolley clicks across asphalt, echoing soft through your bedroom blind. You balance on the windowsill with both feet bare, leaving your heavy thoughts behind.
The city smells like cold rain and lithium dust, and you haven't spoken since 3 o'clock. We watch the neon signage dim to slate, sleeping soundly on a quiet block.
You pull your oversized sweater over your thumbs, waiting for the feeling to finally return.
I know you think you missed
The train is somewhere else, but we still have a whole horizon left to burn. So stay right here in the glowing blue. The world can spin without me and you. Your favorite track is looping on low. There is nowhere else we need to go. Hold on to the simple midnight air. I am right beside you in the velvet chair.
A distant freight drone buzzes near the riverbank, dropping packages into the fog. You trace a circle in the condensation glass, reading through an unread digital log.
You tell me you are scared of growing out of this, of changing into people that we used to hate. I toss a copper coin into your open palm, telling you it never is too late. You pull your oversized sweater over your thumbs, waiting for the feeling to finally return.
I know you think you missed the train
To somewhere else, but we still have a whole horizon left to burn. So stay right here in the glowing blue. The world can spin without me and you. Your favorite track is looping on low. There is nowhere else we need to go. Hold on to the simple midnight air. I am right beside you in the velvet chair. A grand cinematic in just a quiet room where the light bends. If the future turns cold and strange and fast, we will make this soft momentum last. Look at me now, do not turn away. We can sleep straight through the coming day. The trolley fades into the lower town. Coming down. You close your eyes and right beside you. Burnt cardamom and warm rain linger in the alley, floating right between the high rises near 4 a.m. Maya pulls a translucent coat across her collar, watching red taillights blur into a quiet halo.
Her headphones hum with a vintage chord progression, filtering the ambient noise of the sleeping city.
She checks the time on a cracked wrist display, counting down the seconds until the lower levels open.
The glowing billboards reflect against her wet boots,
a kaleidoscope of teal and pale lavender light.
She steps over puddles of glowing optic
fluid, knowing tonight is the last night she stays in this district. And Maya leaves before the rain starts falling hard, tracing neon outlines through the empty transit yard. She carries nothing but a pocket full of synth loops, a jacket full of shadows, and a heart that won't look back. The city hums low like a song she used to know, a million muted windows in the fading overflow.
Her friend Julian sits on a concrete ledge 2 blocks over,
tossing a copper token between his cold knuckles.
He knows a rhythm better than the streetlights do.
He hears her step coming down the spiral staircase.
They don't say much because the air is heavy with resin.
In the distant chime of the overhead maglev train,
he offers her half a dried mint leaf,
a tiny unspoken truce before the tracks clear.
The glowing billboards reflect against her wet boots,
a kaleidoscope of teal and pale lavender light.
They stand together in the haze of the cooling
turbines, knowing tonight is the last night they share a skyline. And Maya leaves before the rain starts falling hard, tracing neon outlines through the empty transit yard. She carries nothing but a pocket full of synth loops, a jacket full of shadows, and a heart that won't look back. The city hums low like a song she used to know, a million muted windows in the fading overflow.
The platform vibrates as the silver shuttle glides in,
opening doors with a soft hydraulic sigh.
Julian turns his face toward the damp wind,
watching her step over the bright yellow warning line.
No dramatic goodbye,
no dramatic promises,
just 2 silhouettes dissolving into ambient reverb,
lost in the sweeping sound of an electronic swell. And Maya leaves before the rain starts falling hard, tracing neon outlines through the empty transit yard. She carries nothing but a pocket full of synth loops, a jacket full of shadows, and a heart that won't look back. The city hums low like a song she used to know, a million muted windows in the fading overflow. Burnt cardamom drifts through the empty station doorway, the red taillights fade into the foggy distance. Julian turns his collar up against the breeze. Maya is already 5 miles down the line. rose and soft violet digits suspended near the corner of the frame. Outside, the mag line hums its quiet pulse, and I am tracing letters of your name.
We aren't there yet, it's only 25, but in my mind the kitchen light is low. We got a porch above the bay, a life that bloomed, and nowhere else we ever need to go.
I project us 10 years down the line, sipping tea from heavy ceramic cups.
All the noisy worries that we carry now
Will finally be washed away or smoothed right up. I can see us standing in 34, laughing at the storms that used to shake our floor, with linen curtains blowing in a gentle breeze, living in the quiet that we fought to reach. No frantic rush, no shadow on the wall, just two silhouettes who made it through it all.
6:42 will chime on a Tuesday night. You'll come home with rain upon your sleeve. We'll watch the commuter gliders past the glass and laugh at what we used to disbelieve.
No more living out of packed up vinyl bags, no more wondering if the rent is paid. Just the quiet steady heartbeat in the room inside the sanctuary that we made. I project us 10 years down the line, sipping tea from heavy ceramic cups.
All the noisy worries that we carry now
Will finally be washed away or smoothed right up. I can see us standing in 34, laughing at the storms that used to shake our floor, with linen curtains blowing in a gentle breeze, living in the quiet that we fought to reach. No frantic rush, no shadow on the wall, just two silhouettes who made it through it all.
It's a cinema inside my closed-eye mind, a preview of the peace we're gonna find.
Right now the apartment feels a little small.
The city outside is loud and cold and tall,
But I hold this future like a glowing thread, leading to the quiet life ahead. I can see us standing in 34, laughing at the storms that used to shake our floor, with linen curtains blowing in a gentle breeze, living in the quiet that we fought to reach. No frantic rush, no shadow on the wall, just two silhouettes who made it through it all. 5:11 fades into 6 o'clock. The daydream rests, but the promise stays. We're getting closer every single day. 34 is waiting for us, getting closer every day. This tiny scratch glass marble rests beside my cup, catching the ambient glow of the projection strip. I spin it once and watch the inner spirals tilt, wondering if you ever felt the balance slip.
the apartment hums its slow synthetic lullaby, filtering dust through screens of spun silver mesh.
I keep overthinking what I should have said, replaying every syllable inside my head. The city outside glimmers like a broken screen, floating somewhere right between what was and what could mean. And I drift into the quiet blue, holding on to thoughts I never shared with you. If the world moves faster than my heart can beat, I will stay right here in the suspended heat. Let the sins past wash over the hardwood floor. I'm not the person that I was before.
table's edge, stopping right before the drop to woolen wood.
I catch my own reflection in its tiny curve, understanding things I never thought I could.
My wristband ticks a soft pulse against my skin,
a gentle reminder of where I end and things begin. I keep overthinking what I should have said, replaying every syllable inside my head. The city outside glimmers like a broken screen, and floating somewhere right between what was and what could mean. And I drift into the quiet blue, holding on to thoughts I never shared with you. If the world moves faster than my heart can beat, I will stay right here in this suspended heat. Let the synth pads wash over the hardwood floor. I'm not the person that I was before. Maybe solitude is just a room with wider walls, where every faint vibration echoes as it falls. I touch the cold glass sphere and feel the axis spin, unlocking all the quiet doors I kept within. The marble stops, the room is still. I let the quiet take what it will. Drifting blue, drifting home. A hollow clatter of loose drain covers rattles down the boulevard below. You lean your forehead on the cool smart glass, watching street lights shift from amber to violet.
I know that quiet look in your eyes, the way you count the passing automated cabs. You always carry the weight of 3 different tomorrows inside your coat pocket.
And the shimmer of the cityscape rolls across your face like silver rain. You do not have to explain why you stopped answering your phone at 10. Let the high-rise hum wash right over you tonight. We do not need a map for where the electric buses drift. If you feel like disappearing into the synthwave dusk, I will hold the rail until your hands stop shaking. You are safe inside this neon twilight, my friend.
Remember when we synced our wrist displays just to watch the sky rails line up? You swore the city was breathing through its subterranean vents.
Now you sit on the hardwood floor with your knees pulled tight, watching the atmospheric filters spin silent in the corner. And the shimmer of the cityscape rolls across your face like silver rain. You do not have to explain why you stopped answering your phone at 10. Let the high-rise hum wash right over you tonight. We do not need a map for where the electric buses drift. If you feel like disappearing into the synthwave dusk, I will hold the rail until your hands stop shaking. You are safe inside this neon twilight, my friend.
The world moves so fast out there, a blur of optic cables and golden haze. Everyone is selling speed, but you just want a single second to pause.
I will not tell you it gets easy, and I will not ask you to smile. I will just sit right here beside you while the blue fog clears. Listen to the street below, softening into midnight. You do not have to run anymore. Just stay right here, soft signals from your balcony. We can stay right against the frosted railing, watching the district catch the late light. Vera adjusted her coat collar, counting the freight drones hovering low. Neither of them spoke about the bags sitting packed in the hall below. The sky was turning a faded indigo shade. They built an empire out of promises they made. Now the air grows thin between their quiet hands. She turns away before he understands, and the city hums a song they used to know. Soft violet light on the street below. He holds his breath while she steps away. Nothing left for either of them to say, just two silhouettes moving through the haze, counting down the final lingering days.
She found his jacket on the terrace chair, smelling of mint and salt. A paper ticket tucked in the pocket, showing a train to the northern vault.
He stood by the terminal display, tapping his thumb in a restless beat, watching the evening crowd flow like water through the concrete street. The sky was turning a faded indigo shade. They built an empire out of promises they made. Now the air grows thin between their quiet hands. She turns away before he understands, and the city hums a song they used to know. Soft violet light on the street below. He holds his breath while she steps away. Nothing left for either of them to say, just two silhouettes moving through the haze, counting down the final lingering days. The train doors glide open with a whispered sigh. She does not call his name as the cars pass by. He leaves the jacket hanging on the terrace frame, a silent monument that carries no blame. Sing lavender in the cooling evening air. She steps into the quiet light without a care. Lennon is gone before the signals change. Everything familiar suddenly turns strange. Sudden realization drops into quiet, rippling through the dark of my small high-rise room. Outside the maglev hums a slow octave lullaby, while inside my head your memory starts to bloom.
The ceiling projects a faux starlight grid, dust motes suspended in indigo.
I was doing so well, keeping everything still, until that stray thought took flight.
Now the air grows thick
With synthetic lavender,
and my pulse ticks fast against the wristband glow.
one small idea turns the whole scene sideways.
Oh, a sudden tide where nothing used to flow.
We are swimming through a cinematic haze, lost in the shimmer of the late night phase. Smart glass tinted to a deep ocean blue. Every frame drifting straight back to you. No dialogue spoken, just a slow motion freeze, as a silent thought bends me to my knees.
Projection shifts from violet to pale sage,
Tracking the quiet pulse beneath my skin.
streetlights bleed through high-density blinds,
And the ambient soundtrack starts to swell in.
I trace the silhouette of a cooling mug,
Condensation conversation dripping under polished chrome.
A single sentence echoing inside my chest.
What if you never intended to go home? Now the air grows thick with synthetic lavender,
and my pulse ticks fast against the wristband glow.
One small idea turns the whole scene sideways. Ooh.
A sudden tide where nothing used to flow.
We are swimming through a cinematic haze, lost in the shimmer of the late night face. Smart glass tinted to a deep ocean blue. Every frame drifting straight back to you. No dialogue spoken, just a slow motion freeze as a silent thought bends me to my knees.
Shot, the city is a constellation of neon grid.
Zooming in on a balcony where we almost hit.
Cut to the sound of an incoming call I didn't take, dissolving in the ripples on a digital lake.
Silence was a sanctuary, cool and wide, before that sudden thought pulled back the tide. Grid lines fading out to pitch black. No rewinding now, no turning back.
Just a solitary thought in a
Quiet room,
soft indigo bloom.
fade to dark. Where does the hum go when the grid resets itself? The blue ceiling tiles drift into soft violet blur. I am watching the cursor blink 80 times a minute.
Or maybe 90, my wrist feels like water tonight.
Your voice from 3 days ago is looped in my left ear, saying something about the weather on the coast. Or was it about the glass factory?
The room smells like warm silicone and rain on pavement.
I cannot tell if I am waking up or falling sideways. Thoughts drifting like airborne dust in a projector beam. A million tiny signals overlapping in the dark.
I touch the corner of my phone,
The glass is lukewarm. Are we supposed to remember every single shadow floating through the static on a Tuesday night? Everything is glowing in a half-drawn light. I don't need a map if the road keeps changing. Mind slipping quiet while the world is rearranging. Is anybody listening to the background beat? Just floating through the static, suspended and complete. If I hold my breath, can I hear the satellites passing?
my shoes are by the door.
Damp from the street spray.
I remember the yellow sweater
I lost in 8th grade
and how the train tracks hum
before the light appeared.
The wall display shows 52% hum, no 52% humidity. I misread the letters.
You said you'd call when the storm passed over,
But the sky has been silver for 3 whole weeks.
thoughts drifting like airborne dust in the projector beam. A million tiny signals overlapping in the dark. I touch the corner of my phone. The glass is lukewarm. Are we supposed to remember every single shadow floating through the static on a Tuesday night? Everything is glowing in half-drawn light. I don't need a map if the road keeps changing. Mind slipping quiet while the world is rearranging. Is anybody listening to the background beat? Just floating through the static, suspended and complete.
A memory of salt water on my collarbone, a sub-bass post vibrating through the floorboards.
Are we early or are we 20 minutes late?
The blue light bends around the edge of the doorway.
I don't wanna fix the frame.
I just wanna sit inside it.
Let the thought dissolve before it finds a name. Where does the hum go?
It just fades into the wallpaper.
The cursor blinks 80 times,
90 times.
still floating, still suspended.
Heavy swivel mesh presses hard against my shoulder blades while the city hums. You were 16, terrified of every test,
Counting down seconds till the weekend comes.
sitting at that cracked laminate desk, thinking one bad grade was the final blow.
I wish I could reach through the static glass to let your trembling knuckles go.
All those blue light late nights crying in your bed, dreading the person you might become.
If only you knew what was waiting ahead. You put down the weight and breathe in the drum. Look at us now, swimming in high gloss blue. We built every bridge that you thought was broken. I'm living the life that was scary to you, holding the words that you left unspoken.
Don't shrink in the corner,
Don't hide in the cold.
the future is bigger.
Then the fear in your throat.
You thought 19 would be the end of the world when the friendship split and the room went dark. You rewound every fight like a movie reel,
Searching for the tiny missing spark. Now I look out over the sector bay, drinking cold tea from a real glass cup. And the girl who thought she had lost her way is the only reason I'm standing up.
all those blue light late nights crying in your bed, dreading the person you might become.
If only you knew what was waiting ahead. You'd put down the weight and breathe in the drum. Look at us now, swimming in high gloss blue. We built every bridge that you thought was broken. I'm living the life that was scary to you, holding the words that you left unspoken.
Don't shrink in the corner,
Don't hide in the cold.
the future is bigger.
Then the fear in your throat.
I kept the warm silver ring on my thumb.
I kept the playlist you made in July.
You thought you were hollow, you thought you were dumb.
But you were just learning to look at the sky.
So release your shoulders, unlock your knees. You don't have to carry the whole decade alone.
I'm writing to tell you the panic will freeze.
And you'll like who you are when you finally own this room,
This life. Look at us now, swimming in high gloss blue. We built every bridge that you thought was broken. I'm living the life that was scary to you, holding the words that you left unspoken.
Don't shrink in the corner,
Don't hide in the cold.
the future is bigger.
Then the fear in your throat. The chair holds me steady now.
You made it through.
The chair holds me steady now.
I owe it to you.
Dear 17, you made it through. Wet cedar and hot copper drift through the vents of the high-rise frame. My traces a glowing seam, quietly repeating his name. He sits 4 meters away on the ledger, fiddling with an old radio dial, catching ghost waves from the lower sectors, waiting for the lights to switch style. The city hums in a pale lavender hue, reflecting off the wet glass pane. Neither of them mentions where he goes tomorrow, or how the winter brings a different rain. They build a sanctuary out of slow time, holding back the morning with a quiet calm space before the pages get turned.
Burnt orange lights from a hovering freighter wash across his faded denim sleeve. He hands her a cassette from 2020, something he swore he would never leave. She holds the plastic like an ancient relic, feeling the magnetic tape inside.
No cloud backup, no digital footprint, just a secret that they used to hide. The city hums in the pale lavender hue, reflecting off the wet glass pane. Neither of them mentions where he goes tomorrow, or how the winter brings a different rain. They build a sanctuary out of slow time, holding back the morning with a quiet breath. Two shadows wrapped in silver neon, waving at the traffic down beneath. And the world rolls on through the fiber cables, fast and bright and unconcerned, while they count the seconds in the calm space before the pages get turned.
100 stories up, the air grows thin, clouds drift through the steel lattice wire. He pulls his collar up against the breeze, watching her eyes catch the sodium fire.
No speeches left, no promises spoken, just two silhouettes in the chill, knowing that some moments stay unbroken, standing perfectly still. Wet cedar lingering in the air, her fingers tangled in her hair. The freighter turns towards the coast, holding on to what matters most. Slow time, silhouettes in the chill, standing still. An uninvited memory pierces the silence, like light through a seam in dark velvet. The ambient room chime hums in low cadence as dust floats suspended in violet. You sit on the edge
of the memory sofa, the glass floor reflecting the city line.
a faint haptic pulse from your silver bracelet, counting down time that is no longer mine. The projection blurs along the border, warm shadows stretching through the hall. We try to keep our thoughts in order before the midnight filters fall. Cinematic haze filling up the wide lens, we are static figures in a dream pop frame. 2030 neon blurring at the edges, whispering a word that sounds like your name. Slow motion drift through the quiet apartment, holding on to moments before they decay. Just a fleeting thought in a silent bedroom, washing all the heavy world away.
The smart tint window shifts to obsidian, cool air circulating from the high vent floor. A forgotten question hangs in the balance
between the digital lock and the terrace door.
Your shadow tilts across the polished resin,
Soft pink LEDs tracing down your spine.
we do not need to speak to feel the tension where your lingering outline crosses mine.
The projection blurs along the border, warm shadows stretching through the hall. We try to keep our thoughts in order before the midnight filters fall. Cinematic haze filling up the wide lens, we are static figures in a dream pop frame. 2030 neon blurring at the edges, whispering a word that sounds like your name. Slow motion drift through the quiet apartment, holding on to moments before they decay. Just a fleeting thought in a silent bedroom, washing all the heavy world away.
The quiet returns like a rising tide,
Side bass drumming through the floor
a
beneath.
single lingering idea cannot hide.
When reality holds its breath,
Camera pans out over glass and steel,
capturing the exact second we feel, fading into soft sighing glow. where the thought took root 3 minutes ago. Silent room, heavy heart, wide view, dissolving into the midnight blue. The lens closes slowly, the frame freezes here. Where do the discarded whispers go when the signal snaps? My eyelids feel heavier than the neon haze outside this window.
Soft magenta trails follow my fingernails across the touch glass. Or maybe that is just the ambient mesh reflecting backwards.
Thinking about that small tea shop that closed in 2031. The way your voice sounded through cheap spatial audio, a synthetic hum running underneath your real breathing.
Thoughts bleeding into thoughts like wedding gone silk.
Did I reply to that late notification? Doesn't matter if the entire sector is asleep. We are drifting through the static again, half awake, half transmitted, looking for a place where the frequency settles down. Hold my wrist through the glitching night air, let the cityscape blur into soft focused luminescence until we forget where the display ends and we begin.
Sign glow on the ceiling, or is it street lamp bloom? I save those digital dried flowers in a hidden archive.
Why do I still hear your footsteps by the kitchen counter? The smart glass suggested memories from 3 springs ago.
A rush of cherry blossoms
And silver nylon jackets,
when we were so certain the future was something we could hold
in our palms. We are drifting through the static again, half awake, half transmitted, looking for a place where the frequency settles down. Hold my wrist through the glitchy night air, let the cityscape blur into soft focused luminescence until we forget where the display ends and we begin. Fading in and out the resolution now. White noise feels like rain if I close my eyes long enough. What if I stop curating this quiet? What if I just let the whole stream overflow? No filters left, no playback, no saving for tomorrow.
just the quiet hum of the grid.
Where do the whispers go?
Floating off into the endless digital haze.
Drifting down the line. Where do they go? Where do they go? Steel legs sink deep into wool, holding down the floor while everything else floats. I sit where you used to cry over algebra and cheap perfume, watching the ambient light glow against the wall. You thought the world ended at 17, trapped inside that heavy swivel seat. If I could leak a signal through the screen, if I could ping the girl you used to be, I would tell you to breathe through the static. The panic is only a transient spark. We built a life that is softer than velvet. We learned how to navigate into the dark. to carry the entire sky today. The gravity changes, it all shifts away.
I wear the silver coat you always wanted. I walk through the high density quiet of the city square. Those tears you spilled onto your knuckles turned into rivers that led me right here.
The seat you sat in felt like an anchor, pinning your chest to the hardwood floor. If I could leak a signal through the screen, if I could ping the girl you used to be, I would tell you to breathe through the static. The panic is only a transient spark. We built a life that is softer than velvet. We learn how to navigate into the dark. You don't have to carry the entire sky today. The gravity changes, it all shifts away. Every missed call, every ruined exam was just a small detour to who I am. You felt so small in that giant frame, listening to storms calling out your name. But I survived every disaster you fear, and the air up here is surprisingly clear. So leave the heavy chair behind, unclench your jaw, unspool your mind. I am waiting for you at 31. You are doing fine, you already won. Phosphorescence spills across the concourse floor, turning every shadow into melted copper ore. You sit 3 seats down with the paper travel pass, watching golden halos drift across the tinted glass. You ask me if the sky always burns this shade of gold, or if it's just the filter on the city growing old. I put my collar high against the aircon hum. Strange how easy words can come when two people never learned each other's names, playing temporary quiet little games. We talk like we have nowhere else to be tonight, floating in this halogen and apricot light. You tell me about a house you left behind in May, I tell you about a dream I lost along the way. Two passing satellites align before the dawn, talking to a stranger till the glow is gone.
Chartreuse flares ripple through the upper canopy. You trace the glowing lines like an imaginary sea.
Most people never look up anymore, you say, adjusting smart lens frames to wash the tint away.
I ask you where you're headed on the 4 o'clock. You smile and say wherever this old track decides to lock.
The platform chime echoes through the vaulted beam, drifting like a siren in a fever dream. We don't need to promise that we'll meet again. There is freedom in an unfamiliar friend. We talk like we have nowhere else to be tonight, floating in this halogen and apricot light. You tell me about a house you left behind in May, I tell you about a dream I lost along the way. Two passing satellites align before the dawn, talking to stranger till the glow is gone.
Maybe in 10 years I forget the words you spoke, or the way your soft laugh sounded like a quiet joke.
But I will remember how the atmosphere turned pink right before the rail line gave its final neon blink.
You asked me if I'm happy where I'm going now,
and I didn't have an answer, but I smiled somehow. We talk like we have nowhere else to be tonight, floating in this halogen and apricot light. You tell me about a house you left behind in May. I tell you about a dream I lost along the way. Two passing satellites aligned before the dawn, talking to a stranger till the glow is gone. The ember pales to silver as the hum begins. Your train slides in. Not a breath, a final wave goodbye underneath the shifting 2030 sky. Stranger on the concourse floor, just a whisper, nothing more.
just an amber light that dissolved into the gray.
Yesterday your voice caught when you said the transit grid looked lonely, sitting near the edge of the glass mezzanine. A hairline crack runs right through my visor screen. A half-drained citrus drink sits beside a coil of wire. The magnetic train hums low 3 stories down.
Every little detail
Stays right where you dropped it, floating in the air before the quiet settles in. I am making notes of everything you leave behind, collecting what remains inside my mind. The blue LED blinks 3 times, then holds its light. A paper cup goes drifting down the alley in the wind. Your jacket collar turned up against the mist tonight. These tiny observations keeping us alive inside the frame. Just a slow collection of the things we didn't name.
A faint green battery bar glows on the bedside dark. Your cheekbone catches magenta from the billboard neon sign.
A wet shoe print drying fast on the matte grave tile. One stray fiber clinging to the air, filter gray.
Number shifting
Silent on the wall interface. Every little detail stays right where you dropped it, floating in the air before the quiet settles in. I am making notes of everything you leave behind, collecting what remains inside my mind. The blue LED blinks 3 times, then holds its light. A paper cup goes drifting down the alley in the wind. Your jacket collar turned up against the mist tonight. These tiny observations keeping us alive inside the frame. Just a slow collection of the things we didn't name.
toasted sugar and ozone drifting from the exhaust vent. A loose thread unraveling around
Your left sleeve cuff,
the slight hesitation when the elevator passes floor 7.
you said so much yesterday without saying enough. One small breath against the cold glass, a faint synth chord playing from a balcony below. Everything stays right here in the blur, a list of quiet moments as they go, flicker in the peripheral, weave brushed against my knuckles as the train glided through the lower tier. A thrifted jacket from 10 years back, holding your shadow sudden and clear. I pressed my palm into the rough gray threads, and the current high-rise melted away. Suddenly we're sitting on that rain-soaked roof in the final orange glow of an August day.
The city below was a quiet tide.
We had nothing to lock and nothing to hide.
Your laughter caught on the cool damp air,
and I swear I felt your fingers in my hair. Take me back to the scene where the light bends through, before the sky was mapped in a brighter blue. I can touch the past like a woven fold, before the stories we made grew static and cold. Every fiber keeps what the mind let slip. Your name resting softly on the edge of my lip.
Synthetic silk on modern sleeves never holds heat the way this linen did. You were tracing patterns on the faded hem,
talking about the places that the future hid.
and now the maglev hums its solitary tune, and the high gloss towers crowd the afternoon. But my fingers stay caught in the pulled out yarn, where the spark was young and could do no harm.
The city below was a quiet tide. We had nothing to lock and nothing to hide.
Your laughter caught on the cool damp air,
and I swear I felt your fingers in my hair. Take me back to the scene where the light bends through, before the sky was mapped in a brighter blue. I can touch the past like a woven fold, before the stories we made grew static and cold. Every fiber keeps what the mind lets slip. Your name resting softly on the edge of my lip.
senses try to clean up every blur, rendering the past clearer than we were.
But no high-res screen can ever recreate
The friction of your sleeve against the rooftop gate, the rough cut
wool, the frayed edge line, the instant your hand slipped into mine. Course weave under my quiet grip, your name resting softly on the edge of my lip. Fading into the future haze, just an old jacket from better days. Still holding on, still holding on. This heavy padded chair sinks deep into the floor while I type. The steel frame holds my weight in 2034's blue light. You are staring at the ceiling fan in 2022, counting every breath you swallow, terrified of being you. Don't delete those awkward voice notes saved upon your drive.
You don't need to prove to anyone
you deserve to be alive. You breathe easier when the decades spin out far enough. The world grows softer than you ever thought it could be. Keep your hands relaxed upon the handle of your bike. You turn into somebody who feels free.
I know you think the smart lens hides your quiet reddened eyes. You think you ruined everything in that high school hallway space.
I'm sitting in the future that you wept so hard to reach, and nobody remembers what you thought was a disgrace. Don't delete those awkward voice notes saved upon your drive.
You don't need to prove to anyone
you deserve to be alive. You breathe easier when the decades spin out far enough. The world grows softer than you ever thought it could be. Keep your hands relaxed upon the handle of your bike. stone sinks down into the river and uncurls inside your soul. This heavy chair still supports me while I send the file back. You make it through the midnight hour, you make it past the track, you make it to today. Luminescence bleeds through frosted glass, drowning out the shadows as the Mack trains pass. You're leaning by the turnstile, eyes glazed in green, looking like a glitch inside a polished scene.
Did you see the amber shift before it turned? You ask without a look, like a lesson unlearned.
I tilt my head back, leaning on the rail. Your voice is soft and paper thin, deliberate and pale.
And two total
Strangers in the neon glow, watching midnight rivers flow.
You don't know my name,
I don't know yours. Passing through these automatic doors, we're just passing light through a broken lens, searching for the place where the city ends. You tell me about a town you used to know,
before the sky was forced to shine and grow.
a minute on the platform, quiet and clean,
The sweetest conversation that I've
never seen.
Magenta static ripples on the concourse wall. You say you like the silence right before the call. It's fake, you know, you murmur with a distant smile. The light is synthetic, but it works a while.
I answer that I like the way it hits your coat, a blur of copper thread floating like a note. You laugh a little softly, tapping on your wrist, a phantom hologram dissolving in the mist.
Two total
Strangers in the neon glow, watching midnight rivers flow.
You don't know my name,
I don't know yours. Passing through these automatic doors, we're just passing light through a broken lens, searching for the place where the city ends. You tell me about a town you used to know,
before the sky was forced to shine and grow.
a minute on the platform, quiet and clean,
The sweetest conversation that I've
never seen. The chime rings out, the carriage doors slide wide.
You step across the threshold, staying half inside.
Don't forget the amber color, you turn and say,
Then the dark silver door,
sweep you away.
no phone number swap, no promises made.
Just a stranger in the beam, before the colors fade. Cyan bleeds to violet now, standing on the edge, stone house. Stranger in the light,
Disappearing in the night.
cyan bleeds to softest white, a stranger in the light.
Yesterday you told me gravity was slipping slightly north. A foil wrapper flutters past the charging station door. Your left eyelid twitched twice when the local tram went by. A puddle reflects 3 smart billboards in the violet sky. The damn paper coffee cup has a crescent-shaped tear.
Condensation trickles down your synthetic lavender hair.
Nothing here is dramatic,
Nothing sounds profound,
just 32 tiny details
cluttering the ground.
I collect them in my head while while you look away,
saving every fragment from the middle of the day. These are the micro textures of a quiet afternoon, a scratched lens flickering under an artificial moon. You keep your crop jacket zipped up to the chin. I count the small spaces where the cool air leaks in. It is cinematic, slow motion, soft focus blue, just a long inventory of being next to you.
A green battery status floats above the park bench frame.
A street light blinks yellow, repeating its own name.
Your fingernails are painted with a holographic glaze. A delivery drone hovers through the ambient haze. You
Shifted your shoulder 3 inches to the left. A urban sparrow takes a crumb like a tiny little theft. These are the micro textures of a quiet afternoon, a scratched lens flickering under an artificial moon. You keep your crop jacket zipped up to the chin. I count the small spaces where the cool air leaks in. It is cinematic, slow motion, soft focus blue, just a long inventory of being next to you.
If I stitch these small observations into a scene,
does a Tuesday afternoon become a permanent dream?
you said what you said,
and the air still holds the sound.
a sticker half peeled
From the concrete on the ground,
a smudge on your wrist
where you checked the display. Every little metric from a forgotten day. Yesterday's sentence still hangs in the air. A speck of red lint caught deep in your hair. Gravity slipping north, the charging station door. Just a quiet list, nothing less, nothing more. River jersey cuffs pull against my wrist. Course weave catching on an old silver ring. The tactile grit of worn out cotton thread collapses 3 whole years in a single second. I'm standing on the rooftop in 2031, watching streetlights flicker through the heavy drizzle. You were leaning on the rusted railing, wearing this exact oversized gray sleeve.
The fabric holds the cold air we inhaled.
The fabric holds the echo of your laugh.
Synthesizer waves wash through the dark,
and suddenly I am not alone inside this room. We were glowing under halogen rain, sharing one jacket against the midnight wind. I could feel the exact texture of your shoulder, softened by 100 washes in forgotten days. Every thread is an archive I never meant to open, pulling me backward into late July, where we stayed awake just to watch the city blink, wrapped in cotton that remembers your name.
I run a thumb along the fraying cuff seam, where the loose stitches unravel near the palm. Your fingers touch this hem when you said goodbye, leaving a static hum that never really left. The neon signs outside my window blur into halo rings, matching the purple glow of that old boardwalk sign.
You promised we would keep the noise away, buried deep inside these woven layers.
The fabric holds the warmth you left behind.
The fabric holds the secret we both kept.
Synthesizer waves wash through the dark,
and every single beat drags me back to you. We were glowing under halogen rain, sharing one jacket against the midnight wind. I can feel texture of your shoulder, softened by 100 washes and forgotten days. Every thread is an archive I never meant to open, pulling me backward into late July, where we stayed awake just to watch the city blink, wrapped in cotton that remembers your name.
I pinch the hem until my knuckles turn white, trying to hold a hologram before it dissolves.
The modern world hums quietly in the hallway,
Magnetic trains gliding through the lower street,
but my skin is trapped in a tactile time loop. We're living the night. You pressed your cheek to my collarbone, coarse weave under my fingers, faded gray thread. Late July comes back to life, then the fabric drops and the room goes silent again. Mm. 344 projects above the nightstand in crimson light that doesn't make a sound. I imagine us at 35 standing where quiet kitchen counters curve around. You'll have that tiny line between your eyebrows, a little deeper than the one you carry now, pouring oat milk while the city hums below us, wondering how we made it through somehow.
no sudden storms, no emergency signals,
Just domestic gravity holding us still.
I press my forehead to the cool
Window pane, watching tomorrow slowly climb the hill. Across a future living room, I see the sweater that you haven't bought yet, a silver thread of dust floating through the room. A peaceful hour we haven't even got yet. If we hold on through the shifting neon weather, I know we'll learn to wear the quiet years together.
The wall panel dims to a dusky violet, and in that future frame I watch you sleep. We traded all our wild kinetic panic for simple promises we meant to keep.
There is a frame print hanging by the doorway, some blurry coastline from an older trip, and your old synthesizer gathering dust motes, a mug of tea with tea leaves on the lip.
No sudden storms, no emergency signals,
Just domestic gravity holding us still.
I press my forehead to the cool
Window pane, watching tomorrow slowly climb the hill. Across a future living room, I see the sweater that you haven't bought yet, a silver thread of dust floating through the room. A peaceful hour we haven't even got yet. If we hold on through the shifting neon weather, I know we'll learn to wear the quiet years together.
Right now we're 22 and running out of breath, chasing cheap bills down the automated street.
But every time I close my eyes, I'm stepping forward to hear the slow cadence of four steady feet.
We are not fading into distant memory, we're just arriving
Where we ought to be. 344 fades back into the present. Your breathing stays predictable and deep. The city glows outside the bedroom glass. Just a few more years to cross before we sleep. Across a future living room, waiting right there for us, quiet and complete. acrylic cubes, it's quiet on the laminate top. Refracting purple street lamps in a lazy slanted drop. I count the tiny scratches where my thumb was pressed for hours, listening to the city hum through simulated flowers.
My thoughts are floating backwards to the way you held your breath. We built a whole universe out of
things we never said. Maybe I am overthinking every single move I make. Maybe I am waiting for the glowing screen to break.
The reverb in my headset plays a song I used to know,
and I am slowly letting go. I am swimming through the quiet of my own head tonight, chasing faded silver shadows in the soft ambient light. If I don't answer when you call me, don't assume that I'm lost. I am just calculating what a total reset would cost. Underneath this synthetic sky, watching all my quiet days drift by.
The air filter hums low in the corner of the room,
trapping old lavender vapor in the midnight bloom.
I push the plastic cube until it falls onto its side,
thinking of the small excuses that I used to hide.
This decade feels so distant when you're sitting perfectly still,
tracing digital patterns on the dusty windowsill. Maybe I am overthinking every single move I make. Maybe I am waiting for the glowing screen to break.
The reverb in my headset plays a song I used to know,
and I am slowly letting go. I am swimming through the quiet of my own head tonight, chasing faded silver shadows in the soft ambient light. If I don't answer when you call me, don't assume that I am lost. I am just calculating what a total reset would cost. Underneath this synthetic sky, watching all my quiet days drift by.
Nobody tells you how the future sounds when no one speaks.
It's just the cooling fan, the soft hum, the endless weeks.
I don't need a grand gesture or a cinematic scene,
just this peaceful gap between who I was and who I've been. Cute on the lemonade, quiet in the shade, watching the indigo reflections start to fade.
just me inside my mind
tonight, just me inside the soft ambient light. Low hydro brakes whistle down the avenue and vibrate through the triple pane glass. You pull your knees up inside your oversized sweater, watching the smart glare reflections pass.
You haven't spoken a word in 20 minutes, just tracing the weave on the rug floor.
I set down 2 mugs of steaming tea and quietly lock the front door.
The whole city runs on a countdown
timer, demanding we know where we want to land.
but you don't have to solve your future tonight.
Not while I'm holding your hand. Let the algorithms guess what you are feeling. Let the glowing billboards flicker in the rain. You can drop the weight you've been carrying around. You don't have to play their little game. We'll float in the river, safe from the storm. Just 2 old friends keeping each other
screen pulses with unanswered messages, a dozen micro dramas left unread.
You say you feel like a ghost in your 20s, losing the threads inside your head.
I lean back against the modular sofa,
dimming the track lights down to 10.
your sigh like an anchor just fell away,
And finally start to smile again.
the whole city
Runs on a countdown timer, demanding we know where we wanna land.
but you don't have to solve your future tonight.
Not while I am holding your hand. Let the algorithms guess what you are feeling. Let the glowing billboards flicker in the rain. You can drop the weight you've been carrying around. You don't have to play their little game. We'll float in the reverb, safe from the storm. Just two old friends keeping each other warm.
Remember when we walked through the glass conservatories,
Before they built the high-rises over the trees.
you told me you were terrified of getting older,
And I promised you would never face it on your knees. The world moves too fast, but we are moving slow. There is nowhere tonight that we have to go. Let the algorithms guess what you are feeling. Let the glowing billboards flicker in the rain. You can drop the weight you've been carrying around. You don't have to play their little game. We'll float in the reverb, safe from the storm. Just two old friends keeping each other warm. Low hydro brakes fade down the avenue, the neon dimming in the damp night air. Just rest your eyes now, I will stay right here. Yesterday you called the ocean a broken mirror, and I kept that sentence floating in my head. A silver wrapper caught against the curb, the green light blinking on the water dispenser. Your left shoelace knotted twice instead of once, a faint smudge of blue ink across your palm. The city hums its slow synthetic track. I collect the scraps you didn't take back. A paper receipt folding in the wind, the quiet way the auto shutter dims. Three cold raindrops landing on your sleeve, the tiny pause before you turn to leave. It's all just noise until it turns to gold. These little things the evening couldn't hold.
You said forever sounds like high voltage wires, while a delivery drone cut through the haze.
The yellow sticker peeling on my notebook cover, a warm mug leaving rings on laminated wood, the metro screen glitching into lilac dust, your thumb tracing scratches on the window pane. The city hums its slow synthetic track. I collect the scraps you didn't take back. A paper receipt folding in the wind, the quiet way the auto shutter dims. Three cold raindrops landing on your sleeve, the tiny pause before you turn to leave. It's all just noise until
hold your breath.
For how the softest light is all that's left. I write them down before they fade away. Every stray remark you threw into yesterday. A paper receipt folding in the wind. The quiet way the auto shutter dims. 3 cold raindrops landing on your sleeve. The tiny pause before you turn to leave. It's all just noise until it turns to gold. These little things the evening couldn't hold. Broken mirrors in the tide. Your shoelace knotted twice. A lilac glitch across the glass. We watch the quiet moments pass. Fading out, fading soft. Rough velvet thread still catch against my thumb. A frayed cuff pulling loose in silver haze. The microweaves are faded, soft and numb. Yet suddenly I'm pulled through past tense days.
A static carp, a shifting light in tone. The sweater that you wore beneath the pier.
The year we lived on synthesized ozone. Before the whole horizon washed out clear.
The tactile memory snaps back into view.
A high-definition frame of me and you. I press the fabric tight to feel the spark, and step right through the seam into the dark. Take me back to the glow on the salt bleach rail, where the city light was soft and the sea was pale. We were 19, wearing borrowed clothes, watching light pollution bloom like a digital rose. One soft touch of this woven sleeve, and it's so hard to believe you'd leave.
On the collar holds a dent where your fingers used to tug when you were stressed.
I feel the trace of amber-scented print trapped deep inside the fiber of the chest. The rooftop projection of a fake monsoon. We danced until our souls were worn and thin.
Now sitting in the smart glass silent room,
the past is bleeding back under my skin. The tactile memory snaps back into view. A high-definition frame of me and you. I press the fabric tight to feel the spark, and step right through the seam into the dark. Take me back to the glow on the salt bleach trail, where the city light was soft and the sea was pale. We were 19, wearing borrowed clothes, watching light pollution bloom like a digital rose. One soft touch of this woven sleeve, and it's so hard to believe you'd leave. Textures don't lie, they store the temperature of laughter. They hold the vibration of every breath hereafter. I run my palms along the frayed edge now, rebuilding every missing frame somehow. The hologram of us is cold and dry, but this old cotton remembers how to cry. Rough velvet threads under my thumb. The flashback fading slow, my fingers numb. Just a sweater in a quiet hallway light. Just your shadow slipping out of sight. Static on the weave, hard to believe. .417 blinks upon the clear glass wall, projecting seconds like a quiet waterfall. I picture us 20 summers down the line, drinking synthetic tea underneath the solar vine.
Your hair is silver streaks, mine is cut back short. We're living high above the quiet hydro port.
No broken comms or distant signals in the air, just years of simple breathing shared right there.
The hologram flickers out, the room turns deep indigo.
I haven't met you yet, but I already know
the exact angle of your shadow on the floor.
when time settles down and asks for nothing more. I'm dreaming forward to a quiet Tuesday night, where we don't need to save the world or chase the light. Just two old souls inside a city floating high, watching the freight drones drift across a violet sky.
It hasn't happened yet,
The years are miles long,
but every
future hour is singing you a song.
342 will display upon that screen when we finally sit where the high balconies lean. You'll tell a joke about the days when we were young and how the neon burned before the grid was strung. We'll hold two faded mugs with chipped enamel rims as the ambient music in the hallway softly dims. The panic of our 20s buried under sediment, every heavy decision turned to ancient precedent.
The hologram flickers out, the room turns deep indigo. I haven't met you yet, but I already know
The exact angle of your shadow on the floor.
when time settles down and asks for nothing more. I'm dreaming forward to a quiet Tuesday night, where we don't need to save the world or chase the light. Just two old souls inside a city floating high, watching the freight drones drift across a violet sky.
It hasn't happened yet,
The years are miles long, but every future hour is singing you a song.
Right now I'm alone in this tiny studio cube, listening to rain. I'm down the glass transit tube. I haven't heard your laugh or learned your real name, but picturing your silence makes the darkness feel tame.
We are coming together
Across the timeline grid,
undoing every solitary thing we ever did. I'm dreaming forward to a quiet Tuesday night, where we don't need to save the world or chase the light. Just two old souls inside a city floating high, watching the freight drones drift across a violet sky.
it hasn't happened yet,
The years are miles long, but every future hour is singing you a song.
417 blinks again and fades away. I save this imagined evening for another day.
2045 is waiting in the blue, until the future opens up and gives me you. Just waiting in the blue, until the future gives me you. A single chip blue button reflects the ambient glow from the muted monitors lining my bedroom wall. I trace the spiderweb crack across its polished face, wondering if you ever noticed the quiet at all.
My bass hums beneath my floorboards like a distant engine, filtering through the midnight calm. I count the tiny scratches where the thread gave way, holding a ghost of your coat in the palm of my hand.
My thoughts loop around like soft reverb, bouncing off the glass panels in the hallway.
I never said the words out loud,
I just let the blue light wash us away. I am floating in the stillness of a digital tide, watching all our shared memories drift to the side. Is it crazy that I hold on to a piece of thread, replaying every single sentence that was never said in this synthetic atmosphere? I am staying right here.
Nudge the glass sphere slightly to the left, where the desk LED catches a shade of seafoam green. The city outside is a grid of automated cars, a silent constellation behind my window screen. I wonder if your profile still shows you as active, or if you shut down the feed like I tried to do. It takes 3 seconds to clear a save location, so why does every algorithm bend back to you? My thoughts loop around like soft reverb, bouncing off the glass panels in the hallway. I never said the words out loud,
I just let the blue light wash us away. I am floating in the stillness of a digital tide, watching all our shared memories drift to the side. Is it crazy that I hold on to a piece of thread, replaying every single sentence that was never said in this synthetic atmosphere? I am staying right here. No alarms, a sound, and no dramatic scene, just a soft blue button resting between who I was when you held me close and who I am when I miss you most. The room is quiet, the frequency is clear, and I'm talking to your memory like you're still sitting here. Just a small blue button on the desk, fading with the neon in the west. I spin it once, I spin it twice. Silence feels like cold blue eyes, floating, still here. Damn tires hum against the asphalt, their stories down from where we sit. You wrap your fingers in your jacket and trace the seam where thread is split. The city breathes in synthetic hums while projector glow lights up your face. You say you feel like a ghost in town, just taking up an empty space.
but I see the pulse under your skin, the quiet world you keep within.
You do not have to carry every cloud tonight, so let the sky dissolve in blue. I am staying right here with you. When the neon bleeds into the dark, we will hold this tiny glowing spark. You are more than the silence in your head. Remember every gentle word we said.
The street sweeper clatter fades away, leaving the avenue vast and clean.
Your shoulders drop an inch or two beneath the softened ambient screen.
You laugh a little quiet and low, like a secret whisper to the air.
The world moves fast at 40 miles, but time is still right here.
And I see the light you try to hide.
The silver ocean deep
tape loops and promises written under glowing stoops.
If the future feels too loud to bear, turn around and find me waiting there.
Just take a breath,
close your eyes
underneath
these electric skies. So let the sky dissolve in blue. I am staying right here with you. When the neon bleeds into the dark, we will hold this tiny glowing spark. You are more than the silence in your head. Remember every gentle word we said. Dim tires hum against the street. Two shadows where the shadows meet. I am right here with you, right here with you. Just let the sky dissolve in blue. Warm ozone and toasted coconut filled the night corridor as Maya stepped out onto the glass walkway. The air tasted like wet copper and crushed sage, hanging thick above the lower city docks. Behind her, Julian tied the laces on his worn canvas shoes, watching the faint blue light reflect off the damp railings. They had 3 hours before the sky rail began running north again.
She leaned across the rusted iron bar,
Catching the drift of salt and distant exhaust,
while he counted the signal beams flickering below.
neither of them spoke about the moving trucks packed in the yard.
They just let the heavy quiet expand between them.
Now the city spins in pastel fog, a million suspended windows glowing soft and slow. She keeps her thumbs tucked in her oversized sleeves. He watches the horizon start to glow. 2 shadows standing on the edge of 23, holding the silence like a memory.
The smell of burnt cinnamon drifted from the bakery's 5 floors down,
Mixing with the cold mist rising off the river bay.
Julian pulled an old analog compass from his pocket, spun the needle and set it down upon the concrete ledge.
Maya laughed, a short soft sound that vanished in the synth drone of the breeze as the mist
Settled on her silver collar. She leaned across the rusted iron bar,
catching the drift of salt and distant exhaust,
while he counted the signal beams flickering below.
neither of them spoke about the moving trucks packed in the yard.
They just let the heavy quiet expand between them.
Now the city spins in pastel fog, a million suspended windows glowing soft and slow. She keeps her thumbs tucked in her oversized sleeves. He watches the horizon start to glow. 2 shadows standing on the edge of 23, holding the silence like a memory.
A freight drone swept low through the gap between towers,
Leaving the sweet scent of pine and heated steel in its wake.
he stepped closer to her shoulder, not touching, just breathing the cool air together.
Knowing tomorrow would rearrange the whole city grid.
But tonight the sky stayed perfectly still.
Sweet pine in the air, pastel fog on the iron bar.
Julian
Picks up the compass. Maya turns toward the platform stairs. The mist closes softly behind them. suddenly remember how you left. The bedroom floats in high definition blue, a static scene bereft of sound or breath.
Outside the window, Mack trains glide on ice, their silent shadows stretching down the wall.
The optic curtain sways against the sill, capturing the shimmer as the raindrops fall. Focus pulls slowly across the unmade sheets, where ambient lights paint glowing neon streaks. I count the frames before the memory speaks, and it's a white shot of an empty room, a lavender tint inside the twilight gloom. We were cinematic, rendered in 40K, just two glowing figures fading into gray. Turn the contrast down, let the reverb swell. This is the silent story we forgot to tell.
The smart glass paint reflects a solitary silhouette,
A cooling teacup resting on a zinc tray,
an unread halo stays suspended near my hand.
a digital whisper waiting to decay.
I zoom in closer on the space beside my pillow, where warm indentation used to hold your head.
The soundtrack drops into a low bass hum, replacing every single word we never said.
Focus pulls
Slowly across the unmade sheets, where annual lights paint glowing neon streaks. I count the frames before the memory speaks, and it's a white shot of an empty room, a lavender tint inside the twilight gloom. We were cinematic, rendered in 40K, just two glowing figures fading into gray. Turn the contrast down, let the reverb swell. This is the silent story we forgot to tell.
Cut to the balcony, wind in the synth mesh lace, a drone light hovering in distant space. If I rewound at 3 a.m. last June,
We'd still be dancing beneath a holographic moon, dissolve to black but hold the trailing tone. The camera lingers on me, standing here alone, and it's a white shot of an empty room, a lavender tint inside the twilight gloom. We were cinematic, rendered in 40K, just two glowing figures fading into gray. Turn the contrast down, let the reverb swell. This is the silent story we forgot to tell. Fade to gray, slow motion drift. The stillness returns like a tide lens flare, catching on the window frame and scene. Scorched sugar drifted through the alley, where Nova stood beside her bike. The battery hummed a low magenta before the midnight storm could strike.
she counted 3
Glowing billboards fading across the flooded city square, while rain began its quiet rhythm in static tinted autumn air.
She packed her coat with silver wire
And turned her visor to the sea.
no message left upon the mirror.
No trace of who she used to be. Now she is chasing the ghost in the frequency, driving through mist where the power grids fall. Her shadow dissolves on the neon glass highway, answering nothing at all. She left the hum of the residential tower to find where the blue horizon ends.
Cold cinnamon lingered on her collar, a memory from a kitchen floor where someone laughed at 3 in the morning behind a reinforced front door. Her fingers traced the dashboard screen, watching the map reroute in red. The sky was painted velvet cobalt above the sleeping watershed. She packed a coat with silver wire and turned a visor to the sea. No message left upon the mirror, no trace of who she used to be. Now she is chasing the ghost in the frequency, driving through mist where the power grids fall. Her shadow dissolves on the neon glass highway, answering nothing at all. She left the hum of the residential tower to find where the blue horizon ends. The arc lights blink in slow succession across the causeway to the coast. She doesn't miss the gilded atrium or promises she guarded most. Just one last breath of synthetic goes on before the signal turns to smoke. No, that disappears into the rain, a single light along the lane, far beyond the district line, leaving all the haze behind, fading out, fading out. A sudden question cuts clean through the velvet quiet. The ambient hush fractures into instant riot. Zero sound was drifting through the corridor before. Now a sharp realization knocks against my floor. Drones float beyond the triple pane glass
while I watch the projection of our silver past.
Holographic dust motes float across the bed, replaying every single line you never said.
The city sleeps under magenta light,
and I am frozen in a cinematic night.
We are standing on the rim of the mid-tier sky, watching muted hovercraft silently drift by.
Reverb on our skin,
Sense rising slow, lost in the tide of the indigo glow. If this is just a memory trapped inside a frame,
why does the stillness keep whispering your name? The projector flickers painting shadows on the wall,
tracing your silhouette right before the autumn fall.
a sudden realization breaks the atmospheric calm, like a drop of cold water in an open palm. We traded promises on
chrome-plated steel, trying to figure out if anything was real.
Holographic dust motes float across the bed,
replaying every single line you never said.
The city sleeps under magenta light,
and I am frozen in a cinematic night. We are standing on the rim of the mid-tier sky, watching muted hovercraft silently drift by.
Reverb on our skin,
Sense rising slow, lost in the tide of the indigo glow. If this is just a memory trapped inside a frame,
why does the stillness keep whispering your name?
across the vacant floor, a lens flare catching on the locked magnetic door.
The soundtrack swells as the streetlights start to blur.
We were legendary lovers in a dreamlike blur.
Now the tape rewinds back to the center of the room,
where a single lingering thought broke the midnight gloom. We are standing on the rim of the mid-tier sky, watching unit hovercraft silently drift by.
reverb on our skin,
Since rising slow, lost in the tide of the indigo glow. If this is just a memory trapped inside a frame,
why does the stillness keep whispering your name?
the baseline dissolves into the quiet blue.
The wide shot fades to a faint outline of you.
A thought broke the silence.
Now the
Silence stays lost inside the neon haze. Where did the color of your voice vanish before the server cleared? My fingertips are tracing static on the window pane. A floating orchid hologram flickers 3 times, then dissolves into cold lavender air.
I think about the maglev train that never arrived.
Or maybe it did, and I was looking at my hands.
Synthetic rain beats
In a regular rhythm against the smart glass. Numbers in my head floating upside down, turning into birds. Thoughts bleeding slowly into the glowing wallpaper. Are we breathing real air tonight, or just recycled memory?
the low baseline hums beneath the carpet like an old
Heartbeat, slow motion, fast forward, tangled in the fiber optics. Drifting through a room full of forgotten notifications. If the neon never fades, maybe we don't have to leave.
I am a quiet signal,
Searching for an open receiver in the dark, catching stray glare off a mirror jacket, drowning in the shimmer. Hold the frequency tight before it scatters into gray noise.
Did I speak out loud just now, or was that an echo in the audio feed?
Coffee cold at midnight, glowing soft turquoise on the glass table.
Somebody's synthetic pet humming through a spatial speaker 3 floors down. I remember a beach made of real sand, or was it a rendering from 5 years ago?
Time keeps leaking through the seams of my winter coat. Thoughts bleeding slowly into the glowing wallpaper. Are we breathing real air tonight, or just recycled memory?
The low baseline hums beneath the carpet like an old
Heartbeat, slow motion, fast forward, tangled in the fiber optics. Drifting through a room full of forgotten notifications. If the neon never fades, maybe we don't have to leave.
I am a quiet signal,
Searching for an open receiver in the dark, catching stray glare off a mirror jacket, drowning in the shimmer. Hold the frequency tight before it scatters into gray noise.
unsent drafts lingering like
Mist in the atmosphere,
a soft blur of taillights stretching into an endless purple digital horizon.
we are so young in a city that shifts its skin every hour. Listen to the hum of the power grid singing its electric lullaby. No answers anywhere in the code, just the drifting, just the endless light. Dissolving slowly into the ambient back.
Static spreading light across the glass.
Where did that unanswered question go? Floating away into the grid. blue silence. The heavy oak legs of the desk chair pressing to the floor, holding up the 16-year-old waiting by the door. You're sitting in the twilight of that glowing screen, drowning in the middle of a bad, bad dream. You think every wrong turn is written in stone, terrified of growing up and ending up alone. If I could reach through the fiber optic line, I'd whisper through the dark across the span of time. I tell you that the shadows aren't as deep as they appear. There's a whole wide world waiting past this here. You didn't ruin everything, I promise you survived. The tears you hid inside your sleeves kept all your heart alive. We moved away from that small room, we learned how to breathe. The future isn't half as terrifying as you believe.
So let your shoulders down, drop the heavy shield.
Everything you broke is slowly getting healed.
I know you're burning letters that you'll never send, convinced that every stumble is the absolute end. You hate the way your voice shakes when you try to speak. You mistake your quiet nature for being weak.
But that silence is the garden where the music grew. I wish you saw the quiet strength I see in you. If I could reach through the fiber optic line, I'd whisper through the dark across the span of time. I tell you that the shadows aren't as deep as they appear. There's a whole wide world waiting past this year. You didn't ruin everything, I promise you survived. The tears you hid inside your sleeves kept all your heart alive. We moved away from that small room, we learned how to breathe. The future isn't half as terrifying as you believe.
So let your shoulders down, drop the heavy shield.
Everything you broke is slowly getting healed.
You're gonna build a life out of ambient sound.
You're gonna plant your feet on solid ground.
The panic attacks will soften into rain.
There is a quiet beauty waiting past the pain.
You are not a failure, you are
Just a start.
Forgive yourself for having such a
Tender heart. Sit in the weight of that chair tonight.
It's okay to be scared.
Under the LED light, I am standing 10 years ahead, holding the door open wide. You made it through
To the other side.
You made it through. You made it through. Prismatic violet washes down the midnight concourse. You lean against the transparent rail, watching the faint glow. Your jacket hums with charging threads, casting soft green shadows. Do you think the last shuttle is coming? You ask without turning.
I look down at my glowing wrist display, counting seconds. It always comes, I say,
Even when the screen turns gray.
the city breezing low,
Synthetic tones, we are two strangers drifting through glass and static.
you tilt your head and smile at the
Neon mist, I haven't talked to anyone since Tuesday. Glass holograms and cold tea in our hands, floating past the skyline where the high-rise stands. You tell me your name is someone I won't remember. A brief spark
don't need a forever,
just a quiet space to lean,
washed in the softest
shades of indigo and green.
I was supposed to move to the coast, you whisper softly. The station chimes echo off the polished floors like falling rain. I hand you a lukewarm cup from the vending part.
What stopped you? I asked, stepping into your halo of light.
You touched the glass wall, watching the drone glide past.
I lost the feeling that I was actually going somewhere.
The city breezing low,
synthetic tones, two shadows blending where the platform bends.
You trace a circle in the
condensation. Maybe this is where the journey ends. Glass holograms and cold tea in our hands, floating past the skyline where the high-rise stands. You tell me your name is someone I won't remember. A brief spark burning out in late November.
We don't need a forever,
just a quiet space to lean, washed in the softest shades of indigo and green. The maglev glides in with the sigh of pressurized air. Door slide open, exposing empty silver seas.
Are you getting on?
You ask, looking back at me.
I look at my reflection floating in the dark glass.
I think I'm staying right here until the hum stops.
You step inside but turn around before the doors seal.
Thanks for listening to a ghost. The train pulls away into the dark spectrum. The violet light shifts to a quiet amber glow.
Just me
and the empty platform air.
I remember your voice,
but the rest dissolves. Shades of green, indigo and green. This standing brass key catches the ambient projector light, sitting right beside my half-drained glass of oat milk, completely still. I trace the sharp ridges with the tip of my thumb, wondering if you ever noticed how quiet the apartment gets at 3.
The smart blinds hum, filtering neon into pale lavender ribbons. My thoughts are scrolling faster than the live feed on my wrist.
Every unspoken sentence pulls beneath my tongue. I am hovering above the floorboards, weightless and undone. If I move an inch, this fragile illusion shatters.
If I stay like this,
maybe nothing ever matters. We are floating through the midday bloom, drowning in the reverb of an empty room. I turn the brass key around and watch the shadow grow. There's so much about tomorrow that I do not know. Soft scent tides washing over my chest. Is it love or just a heart trying to do its best?
The polished surface reflects the soft contour on my chin. I count the dust motes dancing in the synthetic breeze.
Somewhere across the grid, you were talking to someone else, maybe sliding a coaster across a crowded counter. I keep holding my breath, waiting for a haptic chime, trading genuine moments for digital time. Every unspoken sentence pulls beneath my tongue. I am hovering above the floorboards, weightless and undone. If I move an inch, this fragile illusion shatters.
If I stay like this,
maybe nothing ever matters. We are floating through the midday bloom, drowning in the reverb of an empty room. I turn the brass key around and watch the shadow grow. There's so much about tomorrow that I do not know. Soft scent tides washing over my chest. Is it love or just a heart trying to do its best? Small thing, stay grounded while the mind takes flight. I press cold metal to my forehead
no static in the air, just a pocket full of echoes in a vacant chair.
Can you feel the pulse across the fiber line?
Are you feeling yours?
Or are you feeling mine? The grass key stays on the wood. I am still here, right where I stood. Lavender ribbons slowly turn to gray. I let the quiet take the rest of the day away. Just a key on the table, just a heart doing what it can. An electric bus squeaks along the wet asphalt below, ripple in the puddles where the blue neon lights glow. You sit with your ankles crossed against the iron frame, listening to the city echo back your given name.
The low hum of tires cuts through the midnight steam,
waking up the edges of your quietest dream.
you always hold your
Breath when the traffic slows down, looking for a signal in this glass-coated town. I see the holographic light catch your hair, floating on the static of the cold night air. Run your fingers through the reverberating glow. We have 20 miles of halogen left to go. If the skyline crumbles into glowing dust, I will keep your secret in the silver rust.
You don't have to carry all the weight alone.
When the neon turns the asphalt into polished stone.
A delivery drone whirs its metallic soft chime, ticking off another second of stolen time.
You pull your denim collar tight against the frost, counting all the little things we nearly lost. Your silver shoes reflect the glowing avenue. I don't mind the dark as long as I am here with you.
You always hold your
Breath when the traffic slows down, looking for a signal in this glass-coated town. I see the holographic light catch your hair, floating on the static of the cold night air. Run your fingers through the reverberating glow. We have 20 miles of halogen left to go. If the skyline crumbles into glowing dust, I will keep your secret in the silver rust.
You don't have to carry all the weight alone.
When the neon turns the asphalt into polished stone. Remember when we traced circuit boards in the park, glowing like two fireflies against the dark. The hum of the city is a lullaby tonight, sinking through the shimmer of the violet light. You look at me and finally let your shoulders fall. We don't need the future when we have it all.